CANversations, episode 10. We're talking to Pete, overweight too great again. My name is Seth, live from Hanapepe, from the spirit of CAN. These are CANversations. I think it's episode 10. We've got Pete, the hammer, overweight to great again, coming live to you with some real talk about what we've been going through, what's been happening in his life as far as setting goals, moving forward, and getting on with the way that we need to be thinking about things. All right, Pete, you're already there. Let's get you on here. All right, I think we got him in 3, 2, 1.
What's good? You hear me?
I got you, loud.
Right on, right on. Let me just turn your volume up. Oh, yeah. All right.
There we go. Me too. All right.
You got it? Okay, good. Just make sure my headphones are in.
The man.
Amen. That's it.
That's right. There you go. I can really appreciate that because the pedestal thing is a weird thing, and maybe we can get into that a little bit later on.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt.
That is a strange thing, and we are all people, and there are all big achievements that we can have for ourselves. So,
yeah,
man,
yeah.
I'm not going to ramble. I want to hear what you got to say. Pete, tell us who you are and how you got to where you're sitting right there today in a little bit of a nutshell for whatever that looks like.
How much time we got?
We got an hour. The feed goes for an hour. And you know what? Honestly, we're going to redo some of these, or not redo them, but we're going to keep the cycle going. So I want to come back to you guys again in a couple of months, see if you've been meeting goals, things like that, and we'll take it from there. But yeah, let's fire away and see what happens on this first one. And all
right, sounds good. Sounds good. I mean, start off my weight loss journey or just anything?
Man, anything. Where'd you come from? How'd you get to where you are?
Well, I'm originally from Vallejo, the Bay Area, but currently living out in Las Vegas. Currently where I am now, it's because of my wife, to be honest. It's just everything that has been good in life now is because of her.
Shout out to the wife. All right.
Always. Oh, man. As for my weight loss journey, I've been on it for about 5-6 years. And it's been up and down, man. My first year I nailed it, dropped 100 pounds, and then got into powerlifting after that first year, and then just started gaining weight. And when they tell you to eat big, to get big, I was doing it the wrong way. I was eating McDonald's, Jack in the Box. And then it was just a struggle. Been struggling with weight 2 years ago until the last 6 months, man. Just got back onto it.
Man, if you guys take a second to go back and look at Pete's feed here, just even a couple of posts back, you can really get a glimpse of his journey. It's inspiring, bro. I mean,
right on. Thank you.
To say the least. That's the least I can say right now. But yeah, incredible.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you get rid of can't, and you rock with CAN. Period. Every morning, getting up at 4 a.m. to head out the door. Sometimes I don't want to do it, but it's part of my daily task that I do every day. Just one thing, just to start the day. Once
you get that train rolling, you find it to be a little easier, or are there I don't know, plenty of days that you just don't want to get up and you just do it anyway because of that mindset?
Yeah, no, I mean, it goes both ways with not wanting to do it. That's why when I first started this journey, motivation was my thing, but now I kind of got rid of motivation and just just kind of locked more into discipline. That's the thing. Yeah. You have to be willing to do things even on days you don't want to. It's easy to get stuff done when you're motivated, but I think my best days are when I'm not motivated and I get it done anyways.
And you push through that block. Yeah. I hear you. You can put up Post-it notes with nice things all over your wall there.
Yeah.
And, it's motivating, but unless you really put in some work, and maybe some routine and stuff like that, then you're not. You got to put some effort in.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt.
Yeah. Well, you're a man of effort for sure. So, unreal. So you're in Vegas now, and what we've been talking about in these conversations specifically is not so much how crazy things are, because that's pretty obvious, and talking first and getting real about what things were maybe struggles that you went through going into the last 2 months as far as social isolation and whatever else that's been weird, that's going on right now? Obviously, we've all been facing changes. So what are some of the things that you can highlight that have been tough for you going into these last few months?
Well, the thing is, before this whole thing popped off, me and my family kind of were going through a rough time. But right when this all happened, everything kind of fell into place. And I mean, my wife had got laid off right before the quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
And then within a week before it hit, she ended up getting another job. And then it kind of all just worked out, if that makes sense. Like I already had it's just, I would say that beginning of this year, I've had a rough time with it, like especially my depression, anxiety. So I was already going through what people are going through now, if that makes sense.
You were given a chance to have some preparation of some sort. Almost.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's pretty much how it kind of just all played out by itself. Yeah. Like we were one of the fortunate ones to really, hard to say, have it easy than others, if that makes sense. But it's
man, it's been different for everybody. So
it's been different. Like I guess everything worked out on our end, and we kind of just like it's been easy going for us. Besides, the kids being out of school, which shout out to all the teachers. Man, I don't know how they deal with 30 of them. I have to deal with 3 of them. So shout out to them. I mean, that's the only thing that really affected us. And I've never been really social besides at the gym with all my training partners. I stopped drinking about a year ago. So I stopped going out altogether and spent most of my time with my family. And if I'm going out, it's to somewhere with the kids. I mean, that's the only thing really. But to see friends and family going through it really does suck. I mean,
yeah. Well, that's interesting that you bring that up, because it's been a little bit different for each of the people that I've spoken to on the CANversations this week. And some of them harder, some of them taking financial hits, things like that. Some of them, it was they had those strange life circumstances that kind of almost prepared them for it. And I think that's pretty unique. And I think that the people that are faring well, they don't need to feel bad about that. But maybe if you are faring well, then you've got a better standpoint and a frame of mind where you can lend a hand to help out others,
Yeah.
So you're definitely inspiring people even right now. Hopefully we get a couple of tidbits in there and somebody can walk away feeling a little bit better and like they're going to try something hard after this, So that's the aim of these things. The CAN brand is, they sell apparel and things like that. So we do have some hats like these ones that we're going to give away at some point during this feed. We'll ask you guys that are listening a question, and if you can answer, the first person to answer the question in the comments section, we'll send you some gear. But it's not about the brand, it's about the message behind it. And that's why we're doing these CANversations, to see what the CAN is about for you. So you already kind of almost jumped right into the segment where we start talking about the adjustments that you made. But we can get into some specifics, because for you, some adjustments would have been really around your training and things like that.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing with my training. My left knee's gone out, and then my lower back pretty much tossed itself out right before the quarantine. So I was only limited. I have all these weights downstairs, and I can't use them. So my training, everything had to switch. Like pretty much now, it's outdoor workouts and using a box in the garage. Like,
and it didn't even have anything to do with the social isolation. It was your own, physical need to slow down for a minute and train in a different way.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I had to switch everything up, which, like, rethinking of like all my hardcore training back then. I would train hours on end just to lose 0.5 pounds at like the end of the week. But now it's all nutrition. It's all about nutrition. 90% nutrition, 10% training. And I've done 30 to 45-minute workouts now, rather than doing my 3-hour, two 3-hour workouts.
How about that? And you're finding a better efficiency in there because the nutrition's heightening everything that you're doing. It's making the body feel better because it's taking in that good stuff, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That, and my coach is on me about that all the time. That's Rachel.
So there you go. You're highlighting support too, man. That is super important. There isn't anybody out there that can really just make those hard steps without that support.
Yeah.
If you can't get a coach, then get a friend, get a partner, I don't know, get one of your kids if you got to. But
Oh yeah, man. My daughter's always on me. In the garage, I swear, like she's just letting the word no. So she's constantly saying no if I miss a rep.
no way.
Yeah, which is
She's
cool.
calling you out already.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Unreal.
Oh
So you
yeah.
have 3 kids?
3 kids. 2, 5, 6.
2, 5, and 6.
Caleb, Roman, London.
There you go. Any quick advice for anybody out there that's trying to work with the whole homeschooling thing there still? It's been funny. Everybody's been asking me, and I don't have kids, so.
Yeah, well, for us, it's been easy because our teacher, or his teacher, they send, everything's online. So he's still on the laptop. All I do is read to him.
Oh, yeah.
Or he reads to me. My bad. He reads to me.
Both are probably a big deal, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It like, again, we were fortunate, like seeing other parents go through it to where their schools aren't handling it the way like the schools out here in Vegas are. It's it is sad to see, and it does suck just to see that struggle, because I couldn't imagine doing it without the teachers where we're at.
Yeah, we talked to Ashley a couple days ago, and she was just packing up for the year, and man, again, just a lot of love to the teachers. You guys are
No
really
doubt.
doing a good job. Just keep strong, and we still need you real bad. So even if things are digital, just do what you can.
Oh yeah. Oh.
So let's talk about a little bit of didn't you have some kind of event or something like that you were working on that got canceled or anything like that? I thought there was maybe
No, there was a powerlifting competition, but
Okay.
I had backed out of that 2 months before.
Okay, so you were ready for it.
Yeah, because my knee, I had to slow everything down with my knee and my back. And I think now once everything opens back up, I'll have a better mindset to train smarter, take my time, and don't rush the process.
Yeah, there you go. So the process is a big deal. We're looking for a long-term, a bigger picture kind of a thing, with short-term steps in between. That's the plan.
Yeah.
And you gotta chip away at it. So you're talking about discernment too. There's this is kind of interesting that you took that time and you knew that you needed to slow down and change your training. That has nothing to do with can't. And the reason I bring that up is because there's a couple of people, that like to bring up those funny arguments or whatever, like, oh, you can't say can to everything. You can't just say yes to everything. And that's not what it's about. It's about using that discernment and taking those little steps to keep working towards your bigger goal. You might have to take a step back or slow down. Maybe there's a pandemic or something that happens. You can still have those big goals and you can still chase it with those small steps. You might have to make some adjustments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I still use the word can't, but that comes when we're going out to eat or picking up food to eat.
I can't eat that because I know it's going to be bad for
Exactly.
me. Yeah.
Exactly. But like how you mentioned longevity, that goes with like my nutrition. I think with a lot of people on trying to find this whole weight loss thing, they don't realize that it's just baby steps. And there are things you have to look for when you're eating right, where can you see yourself doing it when you're 40, 50 years old? Like, I don't see myself eating chicken breasts for the rest of my life out of a container. That's just not, it's just not the route I'm taking. But there's a time and place for all that. Like if I'm getting ready for a comp.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Life's in cycles, you can't just like do the exact same thing and expect any kind of results. You gotta give and take a little bit on those things.
Yeah.
Well, what kind of what sort of goals are you setting right now? Because you hit a huge one recently, and then you mentioned today that you hit it for the second time. So for anybody that knows you and knows what you're going through, that's real talk. So that means that you hit it, and you hit that goal. And just like we were talking about, doesn't mean it's got to stay there and you're not going backwards. You just got to keep chipping away at it. So what's that like? What's going on there?
Well, it's how I had lost 100 pounds, which was 4 years ago, and then now I'm coming back into it. I'm at the 90-pound mark, and I'm not saying right when I hit my 100-pound mark, that's it. I mean, I do have goals beyond that, but it for me that 100 means a lot. It just means a ton to me, because just to be able to do it again, to prove myself that it's possible, then yeah, I mean, it gets me amped up. Like at first, I would try to rush the process and not really rethinking or thinking to myself that it took time for me to put the weight on. So now it's going to take time for me to put the weight on, like to take the weight off, may I say.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's insane, man. But yeah, I do have goals. The first goal is to hit the 100-pound mark. And then with my coach, depending on when we test my body fat, where I'm at, the next goal is just to get massive. Not massive in like a chunky kind of way, but like a lean out, put muscle on the right way, rather than trying to fill my face with Jack in the Box or McDonald's.
And what are the main kind of competitions you're aiming towards?
For powerlifting, my training partners, they're thinking January of next year, which is a local comp, but the big one I want to do is in San Jose, and that'll probably be my last comp I'll do, which I think is I want to say next April. I want to do one more back home, and that'll be at the San Jose Fit Expo.
Yeah. And are there different, like, I don't know a whole lot about the competition aspect of weightlifting. My wife and I, she's much more a fitness person than I am. She might be listening, but I got to be careful. But I lean on her for advice as far as nutrition and stuff like that. And we can get into it in a second. I come from the opposite end of the spectrum. I can't gain weight to save my life, but we'll talk about that in a second. Maybe you can give me some advice. But so tell me about some of the, like, when you go into a weightlifting competition, are there different, I don't know what they call them, like different I don't know
weight
the word.
classes, lifters,
I don't know.
weight classes.
Yeah, how does it work?
Oh, so how it works is, all right, so there's a ton of weight classes, and it's powerlifting. It's weird. It's like there's a difference between weightlifting and powerlifting. Weightlifting is pretty technical. Powerlifting is, it's technical too, but there's 3 lifts that are just squat, bench, deadlift. But how it works is the weight classes that I've competed in so far are the super heavyweights, which is 308 pounds and up. Then they have the 308 class and the 275 class. Those are 3 classes, and they go down, I think, all the way down to, hell, I don't even know, because I've never.
Yeah, I've similar never, like fighting and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. It's all set up the same way.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay. Because I was talking to a climber, a young climber that we've got on the team as well. His name's Bryce. And I didn't understand how they would do climbing competitions, you know, and everybody's having to face new plans for how they're going to do these competitions in the future, if there's still social distancing things, whatever. But yeah, there's different, you know, they do it by time, they do it by choosing different tracks, things like that. So yeah, I'm curious about how these things get judged as far as how we're weighing up people, you know, on the scale. So yeah, for me, man, I'm 6'2" and pretty much 165 pounds my entire life, wet if I'm lucky. That's a heavy day. And for real, we're partners now. We're helping out with some guys on the west side here in Waimea that have a gym. They've got powerlifting stuff too, but I've never gotten into it except for trying to stay nutritionally fit. And then I've been a surfer, you know, an ocean, a skateboarder and stuff like that. So I'm lean as it is. I'm a long distance kind of endurance physique, I guess. But man, if I wanted to put on some weight, which you've been on the opposite end of that. Have you ever even considered that? Like, because I've literally been made fun of my whole life for the other end of the spectrum, you know. So,
no, I have plenty of friends who have a hard time gaining weight, and I tell them I think it's harder for you guys to gain weight as it is to me to lose it. If that makes
And then you hate us because I can sit there and eat an entire pizza, right? And then have no problems.
I used to. Now I'm like, I'm all right.
Like, yeah, good.
Yeah. Now I'm all right. I'm like, yeah, I'd rather not do a bunch of cardio.
Yeah,
No.
save yourself some trouble.
Yeah,
That's a smart
yeah,
plan. Right on, man. Um, are your family around? You feel like bringing them in? You want to, I mean, because it's been one of the interesting, I just thought I'd give you the option because I've been on a lot of meetings over the last few weeks, and that's been
yeah,
an interesting part of life where there's dogs and family all around and stuff like that. But
yeah.
you're doing good the way you are. I just wanted to give you the opportunity if you wanted to let them come run through. That's all good.
No, I'm pretty sure they'll run in at any.
Knock everything over.
Yeah, that's why I'm upstairs and they're all downstairs. Put the gate up, stay downstairs.
Right on. All right. We'll honor that. No problem.
I will. But before it's over, I'll have my three kids because everyone asks me, what inspires me? It's them, like straight up. And then also my brother, who happens to be right behind me. Life's been crazy. That's why I don't know. Well, the way I met Andy was at Aloha Fest, and it was just crazy how like everything had worked out. Like I said, life is crazy. But how he was telling me what the brand was about and just the whole ask for help. And you guys being based out of Hawaii, my brother had taken his own life 10 years ago. So that's why I decided to go with Andy to be part of the brand when Andy had asked. But it's like my kids and my brother, just straight up my inspiration, my motivation on days when I do feel motivated, but they keep me pushing.
I feel you. I feel you. You might even get me. It's happened a couple times on these episodes with some personal stuff. We had a wave of young men that took their lives here on Kauai this past week, more than there has been, or should have been, or whatever. And often it's asking for help is one of the hardest things to do. And we mentioned before how some people have been faring better than others going through this time. If you know somebody that's possibly isolated or maybe having a hard time with things, they're not likely to ask for help. Some people have, a lot of pride, that keeps them from doing things like that. So it's really, really important that we can reach out. We know when somebody's having a hard time. We're intuitive enough to pick up on that. Come on, people, like reach out a hand and tell somebody you appreciate them.
Yeah, it's like my sister had just posted 30 minutes ago. Man, it was like one of those things it's like the post that said, I'd rather listen to your problems than to like talk at your funeral. And like it's
I'm with
crazy.
you.
Yeah. It's been like 10 years, but it's still fresh.
I'm with you. You guys, this is real. This is live. There's no edits here. This is, pain is real. And those things can tear you down, or they can give you the reasons to keep pushing forward.
Yeah.
We don't have to be inspired entirely by, YouTubers and whatever we want to call ourselves, influencers and things like that. There's people in our lives that are right there next to you, right there in your living rooms, that love you. They appreciate you too. So let's take care of each other. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, it is hard. Like, especially my brother. Like, that's why it's okay to let your guard down and just ask for help. Like, oh man.
I know we're seeing some really beautiful comments coming in there, bro. We got, come on, let's pull it together. We got, I don't know.
Yeah, we're good.
You want me to play you a song here or something? Right?
I enjoyed that the other day.
Oh, good. I try not to do that too much, but I'm going to have to figure that out here pretty soon. I'm going to be helping out some local businesses here with live music coming into this next week. And Pete and I connected before we got on these CANversations. I let him know that, man, I get nervous every time before I get on one of these. And it's pretty much because I'm going to have to face some real feelings. And then not only that, I got to look at myself there for an hour.
So I'm like trying not to look at myself. I was trying to look at you. I'm still trying to get used to this. I was telling Candy, his name is Candy. I was telling Andy, I hit him up last night, and I said, man, I don't know about this. Like, I told him earlier this week, I thought about excuses of like not to come on just to give us some lift record. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
look at
yeah,
that. I forgot.
yeah,
Yeah, I'll get to
yeah.
that.
We'll get
But I
to
was
that.
trying to, yeah, like I think I don't care if it's one person on or 50. I'm still gonna be nervous. But seeing everybody like you and everybody this whole week, man, it's really got me inspired just to come on and just talk stories.
Rad. That's killer. We're definitely going to bring on some other folks, some real folks too, some, hopefully some, community workers, things like that. Everybody's got that can spirit, and we're going to keep spreading that. We got to hear some of your PRs. It's come up a few times now, and he's not going to let it go. So,
um, like now or when I was competing? No, okay. So my lifts on paper on competition. Uh, 620 squat, which isn't much of my weight class.
nah, not
Four,
much. That's not.
yeah, 400 bench, and then 733 deadlift because that's all I'm good
Woo!
for.
That's it, you guys. That's all he's got. Jeez.
Oh my God, my bad. I just saw my training partners come in.
they're
Never
they're
mind.
checking you, huh?
Yeah,
That's good. You got to keep people keeping you real.
yeah. Oh yeah, no doubt. That's why I keep it 100. There's no way I could BS about the truth because about my friends, family. If you know me, you'll call me out, and that's the way I'd rather want it. Yeah, that's where I'd rather have it. I'd rather have a few solid people than 100 yes men.
So it's better for somebody to come up to you and tell you got a booger hanging out of your nose rather than just be like, "Oh yeah, nice to see you," whatever. No, is it like that?
Yeah, yeah, hell yeah. Walking around with a booger hanging. Do I have one?
No, no, you're good.
No.
Actually, no, no. I actually I cleaned up a little bit before we got started here. It's pretty important because I think anyway, that can be distracting too.
Yeah.
Total tangent there. Sorry, we don't need to talk about that anymore. But
No, it's all good. No worries.
what is CAN for you? So you talked a little bit about how you got to know Andy. What is that? Obviously they got a few fresh threads, but that's not what's important. What is it all about for you?
No, you know what? Before I get into that, one thing I want to say, I've been with many brands, like with powerlifting and so on, and they've all pushed, hey, why aren't you posting this? Hey, post this shirt. Andy has never once asked that. The only thing he's asked, how are you doing? And I remember when I was going through my depression, December, January, he was there. He made sure like, hey, you okay? He would check in. That's why I love the brand. Like, not to be, there are so many companies out there that force it down. He doesn't do that. We're all about, I like to call it the movement, the CAN movement. We're CAN Squad. I love that. It's just, it's a movement. It's a vibe. It's what I live, defeating CAN every day, because there was a time where CAN was on my mind, and now I'm in a better place.
Yeah, yeah. Man, we're gonna have those walls, those barriers, but there's no growth without challenge, right? Yep.
That's the only way we grow.
Well, we got a question section in there. If there's anybody out there that's got any questions for Pete here, let's give it to him. Let's be nice, but let's see if he's got anything juicy he can tell us that you guys might be interested in. But what do you have any? I haven't been asking this, but I want to start including it in the future ones. Do you, outside of getting fit or do your training, all of those things? What other kinds of things inspire you? Like, are there any books or documentaries or I don't know, podcasts or anything like that you get into? So people are really diversifying the way that they're trying to learn about things these days. So I was just curious if there's anything like that. Or movies,
No,
I don't know, anything. Nah.
no, like everything comes down to my kids. Like what I have in front of me is what inspires me. Being when I first started off, I had my first son, and my whole thing is like, my thing was, at 363 pounds, I don't think a kid deserves a dad like that. So sometimes I forget that. Sometimes I forget, we tend to forget why we're doing things, but now, from time to time, I remind myself, my kids, and it all comes down to my kids. Like they inspire me, they motivate me. If I know I'm spending time in the gym and I'm half-assing that, I'm half-assing on their time, and that's just I don't. not
If you're not
much.
going to be spending your time with them, then you better be bringing
Yeah,
it with whatever you're doing.
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Man, that's really cool. Actually, that's really simple, and that's straight back to really good core values. And it sounds like you didn't have any trouble focusing on that, going into this, where, these last 8 weeks really gave a lot of people a chance to focus on that. You already had that really, really instilled in you. So that's awesome.
Thank you.
Super rad.
Yeah.
We did get a question here. I'm going to check it out, see what it is in this box. What is it? When are we going climbing?
Oh, is that Bryce?
That's Bryce.
Hey, I'm telling you, dude. Like, I might lift, or I used to lift a lot of weight. I have so much more respect for people who can control their body weight. That's why now that I focus more on that. But seeing his videos, man, that's crazy. Wait till I get to 200 pounds. Watch. No. No.
Challenge accepted, it sounds like. We got one other one that came in just now. It says, why'd you start focusing more on fit chick or hit versus powerlifting? Is this, I don't know, is this some inside stuff?
They're all no. Well, because my knee and my back, I can't power lift.
There you go, simple answer.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Sounds like you got a good crew there around you, man, and that's super important.
Yeah.
You got people around the, family and friends that are in different places as well, too?
Yeah, I'm Samoan, man. We're everywhere.
Everywhere. That's
Yeah.
what I was getting at. I just wanted to hear you say it. There you go.
The Bay Area, Hawaii, of course, Samoa, everywhere. New York, Utah, you name it. And like some people I come across, the last name, I'm like, oh, we must be cousins. Hold on. I call my dad. Oh yeah, you guys are cousins. Like, that's a trip.
It's good. And we all got the same core values inside family, spread across the planet, cousins, aunties, uncles, nephews, nieces.
Yeah, no.
We're all kind of related in some kind of way.
You don't have to be Samoan to be my uncle or aunt. Like,
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, if you're older, yeah, it's just respect.
It's respect. Somebody you want to learn something from.
Oh yeah, or not get whooped by.
Yeah, that's the island way right there.
Yeah.
Curious because you got really simple ways of getting back to what's important for you. So with the other people I've been talking to, with the other CAN squad guys and gals I've been talking to, been asking to see, when things get real and we still have hard moments, you hit that wall, that can't word comes into mind, things start to feel a little negative, or like, what do you do? Is there anything specific that you do to change your frame of mind in a moment?
Like, let's say, like during a workout. During a workout. Okay, let's say I just switched the whole workout out. I just
stop, change gears.
Yeah, just stop it. But for me, it's that I don't know, because this last 3 months I've just been trucking. So when I hit that wall, I just kind of just tuck my head and keep going. Because again, it all comes down to my kids. And I putting on all that weight, I kind of not regret, but I feel bad that I had lost that. But now that I've found that, I just keep going. But let's say I'm sore or whatever, I'll just switch it up to something else.
Yeah. Use that discernment, listen to your body, and just change it.
You just kind of adjust the situation.
Yeah,
that's what it comes down to.
So talking about situations, and you're a family man, let's say that the proverbial shit has hit the fan in the living room or the kitchen or whatever, and the food is flying, kids are screaming, the wife's wondering why you haven't done something yet. How do you change your mindset then?
I don't. That's every day for us.
Roll with it.
Yeah, just roll with it. That's what I said earlier. I was like, I don't know if I'm ready, but I'm just gonna roll with it. You just gotta roll with life.
That's it. Yeah, man. I was trying to give you another situation, but that was pretty good. No, I like it, man. It's about keeping it simple. I like to overcomplicate things personally. I like to juggle a lot of projects. I got my mind's thinking about a lot of different things, and I have to have things to focus on or settle down. Exercising is a really good one of them. Like you get out and you start your days pretty much with some walking or just getting moving. What's your daily routine like right now?
Well, the whole walk thing, it's not I mean, it is for my weight loss, but it's just a good way to start the day, to air my thoughts out, to kind of like some me time since we're on this quarantine. That's the thing about Las Vegas. The outside's been my treadmill for the last 8 weeks.
Mm.
But with that, that's why I think people like just a simple walk each day. That's all it takes. Just kind of air everything out.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's pretty simple. It's interesting because in the neighborhood that I live in, I've never seen so many people out walking as I did over the last 8 weeks.
That's why I go in the morning.
Cool.
Yeah, but that's another thing.
Still get that peace of mind.
Yeah, I see these, 50, 60, 80-year-olds walking. I'm like, hey, man, if they're still doing that now, then yeah, I'm going to get on it. I mean, I could do this for the rest of my life.
The reason they're doing it now at 80 is because they were probably, they've been doing it. So,
yeah.
They didn't just wake up one day and be like, oh, we better start walking.
No.
Well, let's see. Start thinking about something that you can ask your crowd out there.
I already got it. Let's do this.
You got it? You
all
want
right,
to ask them something?
Okay, you guys are giving out the hats, yeah?
Yeah, we got hats.
Okay, so whoever gets this one, DM me and I'll send you guys a shirt. Uh-oh, you lagging? Okay, there you are.
Hey, yeah, sorry.
No, okay.
I was checking
right.
the questions.
All right, so if you answer this, you get a hat, and then DM me, and I'll hook you up with a shirt. What's the one thing? Oh, okay. What is the one thing I say on my early morning walks? And there's a curse word involved with it.
You can write it here. It's cool. So the first person that can comment with what Pete says on his morning walks, is it just the curse word you're looking for, or is it the whole phrase?
No, it's not the curse. That's the whole phrase.
And no,
oh,
Pete's got more than just fans. He's got friends. He's got family. He's got foes. Well, better believe it, because that's just the way life works.
Oh, man.
Eat like... Is that it?
Try
not to eat like an asshole. I missed it. Who said it? There we go.
Was Road Dog. All right, Rod.
Road Dog 702.
Tell me. All right, you don't have to DM me. I sent you a shirt. I don't even like you, bro. No, I'm just kidding. I got you.
Right on. So is this somebody you know?
Oh yeah, that's another. I met through my weight loss journey. Talk about fitness. I crossed paths with some people. Didn't even meet him when I was out in San Diego, and I slept on his couch, like him and his wife. Oh no, my bad. They gave me a room, but I ended up on the couch.
More comfortable.
That's when I was drinking. Yeah,
easier to pass out. I got you.
Yeah.
Man, and they were looking out for you. They brought you in and gave you a leg up there, huh?
No, just a place to stay. Like I was just coming into town to just hang out. Like anywhere I go, people are just so nice and kind. That's why, like, it's just like life is crazy. Just doing my weight loss journey and kind of opening up to everybody. It's good to know that there's other people out there that can relate. And so I've crossed paths with so many good people. Few shitty ones, but majority good. Always good people.
Yeah, well, I think it ends up kind of being reciprocated depending on the type of person that you are. And, when we're talking about, like I speak for career days at the elementary school over here occasionally, and when I talk to these kids, I'm supposed to be telling them about being an artist, but I end up going on and on about, it doesn't matter what you want to be and when you grow up, it's how you're going to be when you grow up, what kind of person you're going to be, because you can do anything. Just, man, being a good person, that's going to get you places. We did get another question that came in there. It was, do you have any advice for somebody starting out? But you know what? Your morning quote might actually be an answer to that.
That's a little too harsh. Well, every time somebody asks me that, and then I ask what's their diet, it's flipped. But if I were to give advice to start out, man, hit a morning walk. Whatever you eat now, and be honest. Be honest with yourself. That's the thing. People want that huge change right off the bat, but if you make the small changes, like getting rid of soda, all the fruit drinks, and just water, you'll start seeing changes in a couple weeks. Stop going out to eat. That's another big thing. Do more home cooked meals, and don't starve yourself out. Like starving yourself is not the key. You'll end up like I did, gaining it all back.
Yeah, that's pretty rough on your body too. You know, there's a time and a place for that, but you know, like not eating
Yeah,
or eating peckishly, you know, that's definitely not doing anything. You got to fuel your body
yeah.
for it to be able to do good for you, you know. Yeah. So it looks like there's a little chiming in there too, which kind of brings us back to where we started. Where talked about that pedestal, and you know, a person like you don't consider yourself there, but some people put you there, and it sounds like it might have been your wife, but you know you.
Play. Yeah,
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 maybe, I don't know.
yeah.
So, like, is there anything? How's that been for you? Because you've got a big social media following, so it sounds
I don't
like
like
you're really involved with those people. Yeah,
as many as I can, but my thing is I hate the word follower. Like my
yeah,
thing is I spit fam all day. I am no better than anybody else. Like that's why I keep telling people, and it's weird hearing inspiration. Like I get it. Like they call me inspiration. My thing is I'm just like you. I bleed just like you. Um, there's no excuse for you not to do what I'm doing. It's just, but again, it all comes down to the mindset. Um, everything's mental. Like it's all mentally. The physical stuff, it's whatever to me. But with a strong mind, you could push through anything. But for the whole followers thing, it's cool, I think. But I stay humble. It's still a little adjusting to when like my wife comes home and they know that, like some people do like recognize her, but yeah, the whole pedestal thing, no. Like I've seen, because I'm in fitness, I've been to the Olympia, and these guys I would look up to, just seeing them in person, who they really are, is yeah, like get off the pedestal.
the ego is not a real friendly adversary, and people often don't realize that that's the one thing that's holding them back.
Yeah, oh yeah. That's why, yeah, I hate the word follower.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, I'm with you.
you can tell. Yeah,
It's like, man, you've got intuition of your own, you know, take some inspiration and follow
person.
that gut instinct that you've got.
Yeah,
Everybody's got it. You know that
yeah,
you can get up and put your pants on one leg at a time
yeah,
and get out the door and do something. You know
yeah.
you
Oh yeah.
can.
That's why I tell everybody. I'm like, man, if my bum ass can get it done 2 times, then you can. But it's yeah, it's just yeah. I don't know.
Man, well, we appreciate it. I think maybe we throw out one more question there, since you said you're going to send your buddy there a T-shirt.
Yeah, I'll send him. Yeah, I'll send him a shirt.
You got that? Okay, so
Yeah.
let's give away a hat then right now. It's either this one or this camo one that we've just put out. And we're going to ask one more question, but I don't know if you got another one. You were pretty well prepared for this, and I just
For
got
that
you.
one, well, I've been tuning in.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I've been tuning in. No, you could shoot this one because the other questions that I have in my mind are personal. Well, that people that know me personal.
Gotcha. Okay. So we want to try and think of something that maybe a listener that you don't know might have heard in here. How about oh no, that's personal too. Shoot.
You want to whisper it? No, I'm just kidding. No.
Um, how about maybe a trick question?
All right.
What was the biggest thing Pete had to give up going into the quarantine? You know, these last 8 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe this is a terrible idea, but we want to challenge him a little bit. I guess.
Yeah. No.
So, or was there anything big that Pete had to give up when we went into these last 8 weeks of social isolation and stuff like that? Or perhaps was it something he was prepared for and he just transitioned into? There it is, right there. Boom.
You see it?
It was a trick question. We got a
Yeah, it
smart guy
was.
there. Falcon Valeria.
Right
We
on.
got you, bro.
For those that said gym, I have a home gym. Remember, babe? How you gonna say the gym?
I'm stoked, actually. I know that guy. He works really hard for his family here on Kauai. Shout out to
Right
Falcon,
on.
bro. His wife's an artist. She's amazing as well. Beautiful family, and they deserve some love. So there you go. We're gonna get you a hat, Falcon. No worries. We'll check in with you afterward.
Falcon.
What else you got? Anything? We got about 15 more minutes. We don't have to drag them on, but I don't know. You got any jokes or anything else?
Any jokes? No, the jokes are all in these comments. How's
No,
everybody?
they've been hammering on you, dude.
Yeah, I know. That's how you know I'm good peeps. And, I was telling my wife, I said, man, I'm a pretty sarcastic guy, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna go pretty good on it. Which they know to keep it chill. You know what we do in the gym off camera is different. Play the oud.
Play
Mine or his?
Me.
Mine's
You.
mine. You.
You.
I only know 3 chords.
Oh,
Mine's
that's all
the
you
way in
need.
the garage.
Do you know how many songs you can do with 3 chords? Jeez.
Oh,
What you got? A minor?
I don't know. I just saw some YouTube stuff, and I was like, oh, they hold it like this, and I was like, cool. And then somebody was telling me, oh, it's the strumming patterns, and then that was it. I learned.
And then stop squeezing it so hard. You got to loosen up.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, man.
Hold on. Babe, bring the boys up.
Yeah, bring your family in. Bring your family in here,
sleeping.
and I'll. Oh, she's sleeping, huh?
The little one. Tell us about the meat you smoke. Oh, my new smoker.
I can almost smell that through the video, man. You got me drooling.
That's why it's my baby smoker, but I've always wanted to learn how to smoke meat. Later on, I'll get a electric fed smoker, but I really want to learn how to burn the fire, and then later on, I want to get a big smoker to do a pig in.
Nice. Or rotisserie.
Yeah, hold on. Oh my. Say hi.
Hi. Who's
Caleb,
this?
long hair. What's your name?
Hello.
Hi.
See, they just everywhere. Like they
Run.
That's it.
How about your wife? She's around?
No.
She's going to get mad. Wife's got to get prepared to get on camera and stuff like that. I know how that is.
No, I'm sure. I don't have pants on. She don't have pants on. It's quarantine time. No, I'm just kidding.
That's the best part about all these live interviews. I've talked to council members and people, you know, over these last few weeks. I swear some of them are sitting around. They probably they don't have pants on, you know. It's all good. Whatever. As long as you're comfortable.
Yeah. Oh,
well, bro.
Play it.
I'm the king of the swingers at the Jungle VIP. I reached the top. I had to stop. Can't's what's bothering me. Wanna be the man cub. Stroll right into town. But be just like Pete of Wait to Great. I'm tired of monkeying around. Who that dude? Wanna be like you. Wanna walk like you. Talk like you too. Hey, it's true. But if like me, can learn to be great too.
Yay!
You guys are amazing. You got a beautiful family, bro.
Thank you. This is London. Now, the thing about London is my brother who passed away 10 years ago, his birthday was May 10th. Guess what her birthday is?
Unreal.
Insane how life works out.
And you can shake your head, but you can't doubt it. Yeah.
By the way, I love that song. I'm gonna need you to lay that down so I can throw it over a video.
Bro, I'd do that. I'd be honored.
Oh.
Man, I appreciate you. Thank you. What an honor to have
you.
You were a hammer to round out our first wave of CANversations. This has been an incredible week. We've had some laughs, some tears, and we've gotten real with a whole bunch of really interesting and incredible people. We like to say inspirational, but that's only because we all need somebody to look up to.
Yeah.
But we've got that inspiration within ourselves too. It's there. You got to dig deep sometimes.
Here. Oh, my bad. She's handing.
Thanks for being there for people to look
guys.
up to and being that humble guy that's there to lend a hand, you know. So we're all here to help. Sometimes it's hard to ask for help, but do it. It's good to do.
Oh, yeah, always.
You got guys like Pete and me here. If you need something, let us know. We'll see what we can do.
Shoot
or
me a
we'll
DM.
delegate.
Right on. I don't know.
Yeah, man. Well, live from the Spirit of Can, you guys check us out if you're looking for some can gear. It's just some clothing, things like that, but it keeps people thinking in the right direction. That's the idea. Make sure you let them know the message and why you believe in it. You guys check us out. We're going to definitely keep these conversations going. Keep up with Pete. He's got an incredible journey. He's got all kinds of great things going on, even outside the gym. So you guys are all full of love. Appreciate all the great comments.
Thank you guys.
We're going to kick off some more of these in about a week or so. We'll keep you posted, create another schedule. And Pete, we're going to definitely catch up with you again in a few months
Right
and see
on.
how things are rolling for you.
Big ups to you and big ups to Seth and Andy and just the whole Can squad. It was an awesome week just to watch you guys. I was able to catch a couple live interviews the last couple of days, but it was cool and inspiring to see how diverse our group is, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Believe it. All right, buddy.
And thank you all for watching.
A lot of love to you and your family, all you guys out there. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys all again soon. Aloha.